Would you take a prescription if you knew one of the side effects was possibly death? That's the question being asked tonight about one of the most popular birth control drugs on the market, and the subject of a recent bombshell Vanity Fair story titled "Danger in the Ring." Young, healthy women by the thousands have reported dangerous side effects. Some have died. Tonight, a Valley family featured in that article is on a mission to get some answers.
44 million prescriptions filled, 4,000 lawsuits filed, 224 deaths in question. Among those, 24-year-old Erica Langhart.
She was remarkable.
At nearly 6 feet tall, Erica towered over most people, but this beautiful young woman never looked down at anyone.
We are grateful that she literally lived every day to the fullest. She did.
Erica had traveled the world and worked for 2 U.S. senators, including John McCain. She was getting ready to begin law school at Georgetown when her parents got the phone call.
It's like the world stopped, as it'll never be the same from that moment on.
She suffered 4 heart attacks that night.
Rick and Karen Langhart rushed to Washington, D.C. They say their daughter, who had no prior history of health problems, suffered a blood clot so massive it completely clogged her lungs.
The doctor, when we showed up at the hospital, came out and told us directly that your daughter suffered the pulmonary embolisms from the Nuva Ring.
There is a warning about blood clots on NuvaRing's website, and commercials for the birth control device say this.
Serious risks include blood clots, stroke, or heart attack.
But the Langharts and thousands of others who have filed legal action against Merck believe the risk is much higher than is being talked about.
It was never about money. It was trying to hold Merck responsible for what they did.
And the Langharts took their claims to the FDA. Karen testified on Capitol Hill that a team of doctors identified NuvaRing as the cause of Erica's massive pulmonary embolism. 3TV reached out to Merck, and in a statement, the pharmaceutical giant said, "Nothing is more important than the safety of our medicines and vaccines. There is substantial evidence to support the safety profile and efficacy of NuvaRing."
Do you have any concerns at this point about prescribing NuvaRing?
No, I don't.
Valley Dr. Eric Gunderson says all birth control comes with risk.
The Nuva Ring does have labeling saying that compared to taking nothing, you're going to have an increased risk of blood clots. Trying to say that it's significantly more dangerous than other contraceptive pills is getting into a pretty gray area.
Even Congress is now weighing in on the potential danger in the ring. 3TV obtained this letter signed by 6 members of Congress. They write, in 2010, over 5.5 million prescriptions were written for NuvaRing. By 2011, over 1,000 cases of blood clots were reported, including a healthy 32-year-old woman who died from a blood clot that migrated to her lungs. They are pushing for a black box warning, which means you could die from using it. The FDA doesn't think it is necessary.
We think Merck has control over the FDA. We think they have undue influence within the FDA.
And Erica Langhart.
It's been nearly 3 years since their daughter's sudden death. Time has not eased their pain, nor has it diminished their determination. The Langharts want the public to know
every adverse event that happens with a drug so that they have real, true numbers of the dangers of these drugs.
That's what we're going to do the rest of our lives. That's kind of what we got left.
Erica Langhart would have been 27 years old yesterday. Her parents thought their case would be brought to trial, but a few weeks ago they found out that their attorneys had worked out a deal with Merck. While admitting no wrongdoing, Merck agreed to pay $100 million to thousands of women who claimed they were harmed by using the Nuva Ring. The Langharts opted out of that settlement.